Thank you for doing this. This is great. We are doing a fundraiser here for Cancer Awareness Month. That is October, which is also the scariest month. So that's kind of weird that they line up. But this is great. This is better than most fundraisers I've done on Zoom. I mean, really, Hats for Humanity. That was dumb. They really need use Easter bonnets in Kosovo. I mean, they look fabulous now, but I mean, really. I mean, and condoms for cats. That one was.
My kids say I have to walk at least 10,000 steps a day. But how many times can you go from the couch to the refrigerator? 241.
So my husband and I have been married 34 years.
Wow.
So far. And we really do have the 9 children on a good day. And we live in a very rural area because when you have 9 children, that's where you belong,
I do have a twin, and he moved on to a better place recently. That place being Ottawa, Canada.
I'm 48 years old, and I have a 10-month-old baby. A lot of people are like, does that make you feel young again? And it does. Not emotionally or physically, but financially, I definitely feel like I'm in my early 20s.
Growing up, my father was always working on the house. We were going to get a new kitchen. We had plywood countertops for 7 years. You get used to the splinters. For the longest time, I thought that splinters were the secret ingredient to good cooking.
During the day, I'm a psychiatrist. How does that make you feel? Let it out. Don't repress. Anybody here in therapy? I sure as heck am. Anyone hearing so many voices, you don't know what I just said.
Why are people mocking former royals Harry and Meghan moving from the United Kingdom to the U.S.?
Yeah.
People should be excited. 2 millennials left their parents' house and now relying on their money.
Yeah. Do know how to take care of myself, but I'm also in my most complicated relationship. I tried walking away from myself once and it didn't work. Turns out I'm clingy.
My day job is I repair x-ray machines, and one time I accidentally left the wrench on the x-ray table. I felt really bad for that guy that had to rush into surgery.
I miss the good old days when I was a flight attendant and I used to get sexually harassed by the pilots. Now, there are no pilots. Who's going to believe me?
I had to take my dad to the hospital for some tests. We're in the elevator, and this technician wheels in this machine with all these tubes and hoses. My father looks at him and says, "Mister, gee, I pray you don't hook me up to that machine today." Guy looks back and says, "I hope not. It's a rug cleaner."
And you might notice these bumps on my skin. Well, it's this skin condition. It makes me look like I am the love child of Danny DeVito and a pickle.
I used to be a hikikomori, which is a Japanese term to people, to mean people who don't go to school or who don't go to work, who stop everything. In American terms, comedian.
It's a weird time for comedy, everyone, but I'm glad we're out there because no matter what, we still want to laugh. It's the best medicine out there, unless, you're the president. But still.
My cousin recently tagged me on the Facebook push-up challenge. If you're not familiar with that, it's where you're supposed to do 25 push-ups a day for 25 days. And then each day tag somebody that you want to unfriend you.
Lately, people have been telling me I look like Hugh Hefner, even with my mask on, which I thought was pretty cool until I realized he's dead.
Being adopted is a real time saver at the doctor's office. You don't have to fill out the forms. You don't know your family history, which is great. On the flip side, though, they run all kinds of tests on you long before the recommended age. So I had a mammogram when I was 5.
I stare at my wrinkles all day, but I'm so positive. In fact, I have pound signs here. I have parentheses here. I have exclamation points here. I'll just lay down. You can send a text message on me.
Yeah. I'm still in college, so, still getting used to this virtual classes. The teacher comes on and shows her big head on the screen, like, welcome to class. And then everyone's like, oh, frick, she just fell asleep.
You know what I got growing up? I got an I Dream a Genie doll, a half-naked slave to her master. That's what I aspired to. A woman who lived in a bottle, just like me. Actually, it was Bewitched for a while, but I couldn't handle the cocaine.
I'll be celebrating 30 years of marriage.
Wow.
Thank you. It took 3 husbands, but it's still 30 years. People ask me, they say, Debbie, how'd you get married 3 times? I settled.
I just had a mammogram the other day. I was like, in case you guys don't know what it's all about, it's the hardest part is the 2 plexiglass plates they stick your teta in, okay? It goes in completely flat and it spreads way away from it went so far I needed binoculars to see my nipples on the other end. My breast felt like a chicken patty in a George Foreman grill. That's not supposed to happen. And then she lets them out. When she let them out, I played them like click clacks. I tied it in a knot. I let it go. It swang around. It got caught in the crack of my ass. I had to go to Taco Bell to get it out, if you know what I mean. I made up games with it. I took the both of them and I made them race down a set of stairs to see which one would be longer.
She loves to spend my money too. One time she spent $800 on a tattoo. I must admit it was very nice, very good quality. I just wish it wasn't on a boyfriend.
I was at a friend's spin class and her instructor was the guy that liked to say hashtags in the middle of spin class. So he was like, hashtag get your spin on, hashtag fitness goals. So we meet and he shakes my hand and he's like, hashtag I feel great. But I felt left out. So I was like, hashtag me too.
I went back to LA Fitness. I saw this really good-looking woman walk by. And I asked my trainer which machine he thought I should use to get her attention. He said, in your case, I'd use the ATM in the lobby.
And every year they make me work in the psychiatric emergency room on Christmas Eve. That is so stressful. Last year, that one night, I saw 12 hypochondriacs, 11 obsessive compulsives, 10 alcoholics, 8 anorexics, 5 crack whores.
One chick I was dating, her son was 9 months old, and we didn't have much in common, except every once in a while we'll poop on ourselves and won't tell anybody.
So I recently had to get a new dentist because, well, we broke ours. So she's looking at the chart and she's flipping through and she says, do you really have 9 children? And I said, yes, I do. I was wondering if you can write me a script for some Novocaine to go.
One day when I tried cutting my own hair and I followed some YouTube videos like, cut slowly with the bangs and you'll have a perfect haircut. I didn't have a perfect haircut. It actually went really bad. And then my dad came home and got worse. He's like, come here, such an idiot. Come here and let me give you a cut. So then he gave it to me and he just took a clump of my hair, took some kitchen scissors and cut it. There was a bald spot right here. I looked like the host. So then
I was cleaning my 19-year-old daughter's room and I found a pair of handcuffs under her pillow. And it really freaked me out because I had no idea she was into magic.
We went for family counseling, but she discharged us. She said our fighting was scaring the other patients.
During this pandemic, my wife has been obsessed with buying on Amazon. The packages are nonstop. But I think she's having an affair with the UPS guy. She's constantly bragging about how big his package is. I know what he's doing for her, but what's Brown doing for me?
Got the bags under my eyes. I mean, if they had these bags in the Rockaways during Hurricane Sandy, the F train never would have had to stop running.
I was voted in high school most likely to piss off a Jehovah's Witness.
I've been divorced for 12 years now. I've been trying online dating. I'm a realist at this point. I know this is not an impulse buy. There's no women running around going, "Oh my God, Dr. Evil's accountant is so hot." That's not a thing.
I love sports. I'm not a football fan. I'm a New York Jets fan. So, I want to keep on the wraps like if I had a criminal record. Still probably a better record than the Jets.
I'm sick of feeling like a criminal. I got out of the car, walked 10 feet with a drastic sigh. Forgot my mask. Run back. People don't even go back for their kids.
Everybody in recovery is on a journey. Oh, this is my spiritual journey. I'm on a journey. What kind of journey are you going on, lady? You're going to Costco after this.
My kids are worried these days, and they say every day they call, they say, make sure you wear a mask. Make sure you socially distance. Make sure we're in the will.
They gave us these tracking bands at work and to save some money on insurance, and I'm okay with that. I have to get 7,000 steps a day. Look at me. 2,000 tops. On a good day, 2,500. So I did what any other self-respecting BBW would do, which means big, beautiful woman. I went home, I put the thing on a dog and let him out in the yard. Can you believe I am the fittest person in the office?
The other day, I took mammography, and mammography twists our boobs really hard. But I noticed that my boobs have the limitless possibility because my 2 Mount Fuji puddings became Marie Kondo folded panini.
Remember the days I can recall being able to sneeze without having to cross my legs first? Everybody's been bragging about their streaming activity since the COVID thing started. I've been streaming long before COVID.
As you get older, you learn the difference between right and wrong. I was at a party a while back. Had a little bit too much to drink, so I took a bus home. Pretty surprising. I've never driven a bus before.
Keep it going for all the comics you saw tonight. This is the only way I get to contact you guys. That'll be a fundraise to find out why did all my food go bad. I had 3 hams. Don't ask why.